Decades have passed since the original MUD games appeared online. Although technology has come a long way in that time, some of our fondest MMO memories lay with games of yesteryear. Find out what we think are the top 10 MMORPG all times in this awesome video detailing decades of MMO lore and history. Do you agree? Is there something you've missed? Leave a comment below with your thoughts and we'll get back to you when we can. Coming in at number 10, it's City of Heroes. It wasn't so much the quality of the game that makes City of Heroes deserving of the 10th spot, but the heroic actions and heroic nature of its community. It appears giving everyone the tools to wear an almost infinite variety of skin-tight spandex helped do away with the typically corrosive nature of the MMO community, leaving in its wake a welcoming community that gave the game a warmth like no other. Sadly, however, City of Heroes times has passed, but the friendships and memories still remain today. It's not the first time Turbine's online explorations into the world of J.R.R. Tolkien has made one of our top lists, and it's likely not the last. Lord of the Rings Online is the perfect example of how a well-designed, well-constructed and thoroughly immersive MMO can still cut the grade, even if it did fall short on a few innovative ideas. Complex raids, unique player vs monster PvP, and enough Lord of the Rings lore to settle even the most hardcore of Middle-earth nutters is Lotro in at number 9. One of the biggest leaps in the history of online gaming wasn't achieved through cutting-edge graphics or edge-of-your-seat combat. Instead, Second Life earned its place in the annals of MMO history with a complex, real-money economy, endless community creation tools, and online virtual lives of such depth and character that some even decided to marry in reality. It may fail to test the metal of today's skilled MMO fans, but one cannot ignore the groundbreaking advances made in Second Life. A worthy contender in at number 8. EVE Online occupies its own little space within the MMO industry. Not quite an RPG, not quite a space combat simulator, EVE Online combines one of the biggest playgrounds in the MMO world with intricately detailed progression mechanics, hugely impressive economy and real money balancing, and the biggest space battles that you've ever seen, period. There is no bigger. Yes, even bigger than Return of the Jedi. Way bigger. Upcoming competition for the likes of Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen may see EVE Online's sci-fi crown under threat, but it hasn't survived this long without a few tricks up its sleeve. Coming in at light speed number 7, it's EVE Online. Star Wars Galaxies is a personification of huge potential flushed straight down the intergalactic shitter. In mid-2003, LucasArts and Sony Light Entertainment answered the prayers of millions with the first truly massive online MMORPG based on the iconic Star Wars franchise. With enough financial backing and the support of a huge franchise, SWG had the world at its feet and infinite possibilities ahead of it. Sadly, however, someone pulled the rug and it ended up on its arse. The developers dropped the ball and made a huge and costly mistake, changing one of the game's most fabled mechanics into nothing more than a tourist trap. There was one day that SWG could stand tall and proud amidst its MMO cousins, but that day is far, far away. Very few games made more of an impact or influenced more people than the critically acclaimed 1997 release Ultima Online. This groundbreaking sandbox MMO was the first ever online game to break the 100,000 subscriber mark, and it went a long way to proving there was definite niche for those that didn't enjoy the traditionally tailored and packaged experience provided by today's theme park MMOs. Still going strong today, Ultima Online doesn't quite boast the same impressive subscription numbers it once did, but any MMO surviving almost 20 years is a complete success in my book. Ultima Online in at number 5. Whoa. Okay, before you start yelling random obscenities at me for including RuneScape, take a quick second to look at its facts. Since its original release in 2001, RuneScape has attracted over 200 million players, has undergone the massive transformation from 2D to 3D more than once, and has earned a place in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the most popular free-to-play MMO in history. Hate the game, hate me, you can't argue with the facts, they're right there. It won't push your graphics card to the edge, and the slow-paced nature of browsing gaming isn't for everyone, but there's a reason RuneScape was 100 rewards in its time. In at number 4, RuneScape. Dark Age of Camelot wasn't the first game to introduce meaningful PvP, but it's certainly one of the most memorable and one of the best. Widely hailed as the granddaddy of the tri-realm PvP makeup we see so often today, Dark Age of Camelot was years ahead of its time and still proves surprisingly popular in many PvP circles today. While Dark Age of Camelot may be a little long in the tooth, its original concept and delivery are just as impressive today as it was the day it launched. Keep your eye out for Camelot Unchanged, its spiritual successor. It's coming, it's going to be big. Dark Age of Camelot in at number 3. Still considered by many to be the best online MMORPG of today, Sony Online Entertainment struck gold with the release of the original EverQuest in 1999. Scooping numerous accolades, including several Game of the Year awards, EverQuest has stood the test of time with grace and dignity, entertaining thousands of eager adventurers with over 20 large-scale expansions since its release. 20 expansions? Jesus. Despite the presence of EverQuest 2 and the upcoming EverQuest Next, Sony Online Entertainment's original flagship MMO stands proud and a worthy finish in second place. World of Warcraft, an MMO that needs no introduction, but one I'm going to do anyway. Immortalised by Cartman, Kenny, Carl and Stan, World of Warcraft done something no other game had done before. It breached the gap between traditional forms of entertainment media and the MMO world. Still going strong today, World of Warcraft boasts over 7 million active subscribers, and recent figures suggest the game records over $1 billion profit margin a year. $1 billion a year. Damn! That's a whopping 36% of all revenue made in the pay-to-play market. World of Warcraft's at number 1. So there it is, MMO fans, our top 10 MMORPG games of all time. Were you surprised to see any of those that we chose? You think we've missed a few? Let us know in the comments and we'll get back to you. As always guys, leave a comment below about the video, what MMO related topic you want us to cover next week. Whatever it is, PvP games, top 10 racing games, whatever you want to see, put it in the comments and we'll get you featured in a video. Peace!